All right, ladies and gentlemen. Sorry about that. So this is a quick little update. I've had a bunch of people reach out to me after I did my video talking about how Shopify had put my payments and my basically my entire account on hold, other than my checkouts. So people could still check out. I just couldn't see what I was gonna get paid. Couldn't use any of the money that I was getting paid, and the problem was I have been using the Shopify Balance bank card because it was more convenient, but not whenever they lock your account. Um, well, after I made that video, less than 24 hours later, all of a sudden they're in contact with me. They're talking to me more than they ever have this entire, you know, 12, 13-day process, regardless. So last night they said, hey, tomorrow it's all going to be resolved, no big deal. And I'm like, okay, it was a pretty big deal to me, but we'll just continue onwards. So roll around to April 17th, 2024, today. This morning, my Visa and MasterCard payments are now pending for tomorrow. So that means, 15 days, and we're finally getting our payouts. No big deal. I mean, we'll just take that water under the bridge. But I'm still not showing my installments payouts. They're not on my payout sheet at all, but they are on my order sheet. So for you guys that don't know, on my website I have installments available, so people can break up and make payments on items and computers and parts and stuff like that. So they can split it up into 2, 3, 4 payments, regardless. So everything has not been 100% restored. I reached out to support immediately this morning. I'm like, hey, my installments are not showing up on my payout sheet. It actually is skipping over the installments, and it's only paying out the Visa, the MasterCard, everything else. And installments are a significant portion of my income. I'd say my store does about 30% in installment sales. Um, it is what it is. I don't judge anybody for it. I think if you actually have good enough credit on the installment plan, you can get 0% interest. So at that point, why not? But regardless, we're not talking about whether people should or shouldn't use installments. They did use installments, and if I go to my order sheet, I can see where they paid with Shopify installments. It is an additional, I think it's 2% fee on top of the 2.9, so it's basically like 5% to use the Shopify installments system, and I'm still not getting paid out from that. The help desk said, of course we're gonna check into it, blah blah blah, and I'm like, I basically just dropped all gloves, and I'm straight up told them, hey, if this platform is not going to be able to service me, just let me know and I will switch platforms. This has been ridiculous. I've been held up for almost half a month, and I only got a message back after made a YouTube video, then linked that YouTube video in a help desk support ticket. And I feel like maybe that was the tipping point. It's almost like you have to threaten them to get them to do their job. But anyway, I talked to some other people. Shout out to Ted at Silver Knights. He gave me some really good advice as well. But one of the big things is I do not like the fact that Shopify does not have an actual phone number. There is no phone number for Shopify. If you see a phone number for Shopify, it's fake. It's a scam. So just be careful about that, because there are some online that say Shopify support. They're not. There is no actual phone number for support. And I feel like 99% of the time, the responses that you get from the help desk is all AI automated, kick the can down the road, bullshiznit. We'll try to keep it PG here. So that's kind of where I'm at. Visa and MasterCard, the website is back open and available for use. You can use Visa and MasterCard. I've turned off Shopify installments because that one wouldn't actually affect turning off like my store. If I turned off Visa and MasterCard, then I guess that's how they make most of their money, through their sales. That was going to be a problem, and it would deactivate the store. So I couldn't turn those off. I was kind of stuck in that situation. But for the time being, you can go on the website. You can use Visa. You can use MasterCard. You can use PayPal, Shop Pay, anything but the Shopify installments. It won't let you check out with that currently. Once this is resolved, I will enable that stuff, but I am also looking into some other platforms to probably migrate everything to. Yeah, it's unfortunate because like I entered everything, all my data into Shopify, and was really hoping it was going to be a solid system to keep up with everything. So that way, at the end of the year, it's just simple. It's all in one place. But yeah, holding out on money like that, and then the kicker here is the email that they sent me. You know what? Let me just read it. I have to skip over a couple things because there is some compromising information in there. I try not to dox myself too often. But it was they just glazed right over it. They were just like, yeah, everything's fine. You're good. When that's not the case at all. So this is from Shopify, Merchant Trust, blah, 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 string of letters and numbers. Hi, thank you for providing the requested information and resolving the issue. Or the original information and issue that they wanted me to resubmit my ID. So it took them 15 days to review my ID. Okay. I went ahead and removed the transfer hold on your Shopify payments account. Please allow 24 hours for this new unlock to happen. If you have any additional assistance not related to what we discussed, our support team is available 24/7, 365 days. Click here. I feel like the support team is literally AI. But and then I contacted them back about the installments, and that's when that's where we're stuck right now, just waiting on a real reply and not just the support team. This has been escalated, and a support team member will be with you shortly. Yeah, if this takes another 15 days, that's insane. That is not gonna be acceptable. And yeah, I guess I will be linking this video in my next message. But if you're running into Shopify issues and they're holding out on your money, this is one of those situations where the squeaky wheel, I think, gets the grease. So I was contacting them morning, midday, and then evening. I would suggest at the very least you're contacting them, 3 times a day. You want them to get rid of, like, to finish you out, because there's so many people that I've read through the forums on Shopify, because Shopify has like help forums, and everybody in there is looking for help, and there's no Shopify staff actually helping anybody. But there's people that have had this issue, and it's gone on for months. And then I reached out to a couple of them, and I'm like, how often do you contact support? And they were like, oh, well, they told me not to contact, for another 72 hours. They really like telling you 24 to 72 hours. It's like common. I guess because it gets you off their back for a few days. And I'm like, dude, I contacted them multiple times a day, pretty much every day. They're holding out on thousands and thousands of dollars of money that's supposed to be paid out to you. That nobody else would deal with that. Hey, buddy. Well, my son's up from a nap, so it looks like it's time to end this video. Anyway, guys, y'all have a good one. I'll see you on the next one. Bye. Tivis, say bye. Say bye. Bye. Later.